90 mil. And she got 800. Yo, stop playing, y'all. This easy work where you gotta grind it out, right? If I do 2026 and damn, yo, if you are 40 right now, bro, so it's way easier. It is so it's way easier for y'all. I'm gonna make a whole separate video for the thing. If you are a gorgeous woman and you want to make breach on 2 views, get on the method, get the course 400. I'm telling you, bro, I already see it. Easy money. The easiest bread you ever gonna get alive. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this video too long. Look at my channel, get the course, and decide to take action. This is very possible, right? This is very possible. I will have a progress report at the end of the month showing y'all my final earnings for May. You know what I'm saying? And let me know what other, like, oh, heck, somebody asked me about the RPM on short, right? Obviously, I know, right? So let me show y'all the RPM on the average short. Right? Let's see. Let's get one that did decent. You know what I'm saying? For me. Right? 500K now. This was at revenue. Okay, it's too early to discuss. That's probably what I posted. Yeah, I posted, right? And I can do that because I have a very large channel. If you're a new channel, I talk about this in my report. Do not start off posting 5 videos. You will get flagged. You will get flagged as a box, and you won't really be in that 0 view jail. Even though you can still say, you know what I'm saying? But I talk about all that. I'm not right? So let's go to here. Did he just walk on air, right? It's 28 cents. So 28 to 30 cents per, that's how you know you in a good RPM, right? Now, let me show you what not to do, what to avoid. I also talk more about this on how to have a good RPM when it comes to short. 28 to 30 cents is not bad for RPM. I've been having some RPM 50 cents for short. That's half $1 again. That's good. You know what I'm saying? But let me show you what not to do. All right, a little teaser of what's in the okay, boom, right? So we had this video go crazy, 20 million views, but they don't get like damn, only $300. Made a grave mistake, right? Somebody tell me. Let me see if y'all really tapped in with the 2 view, right? Somebody tell me what's wrong with this picture. My mouse is kind of hovering around it right now. I'm gonna give y'all 3 seconds. 3, 0, too long, right? India. No hate to India, you know what I'm saying? But India has one of the lowest RPMs. You know what I'm saying? So this video, even though it got 20 million, look, that's right? There's also other factors as well. I dive into that more in the book. If I had 20, 28, 30 cents on this game, right? Right? And the last thing, right? For those who keep thinking, oh man, I need to have a stab and chance, this, that, third, you got 5, that's why it works for you. Show you. So, right? So, as you can see, I'm in the audience. Let me show you. Right? Watch time from subscribers. What does that say? 95.4% of my views is coming from my watch time, which is views, right? It's not from subscribers. Right? Which means that every time I post a short, I'm getting people from a cold audience. That LIN. There is too many people on this planet. It's bread for everyone. So if you have that limiting belief, I hate this now. But if you have that belief that, oh, I need to have an established, I need to have 100,000, I need to, 50K, he only works because he has $1 million. Bro, that's cap. It's cap. That's simply cap. Right? If I go up here, 2 viewers, 30, 30, 33%. Casual viewers, 57%. Right? If I go here, regular, 1.5. Right? And regular means they kind of know my face. It's not new stuff. Right? So, with that being said, if you go to casual, 4.5. You go to new, 0.1. So, that belief of, oh, I need to have to subscribe, I need to have subscribers, this, that, and the third. Oh, you could do this on a brand new channel. People thought, Leon, if you want to start now off of the strength of this video because you feel motivated, you're like, oh, yeah, go for it. If you want the system, exactly what I do on a day-to-day basis, so you ain't got to play no guessing game, that's the description. It's not 10 bands, not $500,000, like every other YouTube group, and it's not a monthly fee, right? Whenever I update the report, I just added a new video to it a couple days ago, right? Because one of the people in there was like, yo, make a video on this. Made a video about it, right? And whenever I update it, you guys get it. You have the course free, right? Now, if you don't have
of my mind.
it's done it. You already paid for it. Done it. Whenever the course gets updated, you get the new material. Subscription, none of that. You know, in this economy, we ain't doing no subscription. 100 flat, one time pay, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But without further ado, them, you got life, coming, leave your yeah.
Hey, Mr. Bunch.
The hero from game one. What they are. Dale Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Pittman, Ruby Red, the investigator.
Okay, all right. Your expose on the much data appears. I mean, wow. Jason hates you.
Get a hand. What about? Get the back of the hands defense.
I'm sorry? I don't know what you're talking about.
Method Man performed at halftime in the corner. Here we go.
No, I'm just not who you think I am, sir. Now, please leave me alone or I'll be forced to alert security.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you really look like her. Have a good day.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Front to the kid. Oh, got something happy in the background there.
I hit every corner they threw at me. How
the Bridges with the finish? No, who's happy? That guy's happy. We have him. Look at him. Deep three from Hart. Good. Kilo run. Not done. Again, it's an 8-kilo run, the Knicks' longest unanswered scoring run in the entire season. Wow. They did. Little anxiety. I dropped anxiety. Look at guard. Look at the big guard. Big Bobby. Yellow juice, blue juice, with you, it doesn't matter. Bucket for run the minute. Why not? Why not? So nice. Take a listen to the final seconds with the MSG trackless change. Nixon for extra few fouled out on 6 clears. 109 to 93. Let's hear from Josh Hart and then from Carl into the set.
This place is special. You get hold. You see the ball going a couple.
What the fuck?
Play the game like I'm a little kid in the park.
Syndicate member eliminated.
Like I've been doing it for years.
Well done, 47.
In our minds, 0-0.
You should get back to
Gotta
the
win
safe
the next
house.
game.
I'll
Most important
contact
game
you
of the year.
later.
And that's how we treat it. We're hungry for the opportunity. But we also understand that we can never be satisfied. So the mindset's going to continue to be 0-0.
Well, that says it might be here or here, but the number otherwise it might be 100 here, okay? Not the historic here. They haven't lost a game since April 23rd. Their 9 games playoff win streak extends the longest streak in franchise history. During the streak, they have a point differential of plus 212. So that's like any team in a 9-year span of regular season or playoff basketball. They were dominant in the second half last year. Your biggest takeaway from last season. This is a certified powerhouse. The powerhouse of the league. Okay? It won 10 in the playoffs, both losses are by down to the final step. They routinely beat teams that gave up Super Bowl numbers by double digits. The last series, Carl Towns was their offensive hub. This series, the matchup is all different. They just shift to Brunson. He's powering them through.
This
Last
day.
night,
No,
14
please.
to catch through a certain defense with them. Game one. Okay, Josh Hart takes shots. Plug it in. Go to small lineup. Bam. Last night, Josh Hart making shots. Wham. This is what championship level teams do. They hit with different things. They handle different teams. They beat the snot out of the opposition. That's what the Knicks are doing. You don't assume anything. This is a team. People talk around this part. They talk about that. They just get a certain look in there. And if you're a man or a woman, but mostly men of a certain age around here, they start thinking about John Stark. They start thinking about, Charles Oakley and those guys. Anthony Mason, exactly. You're one of the best things. Whether they win the championship or not, people are going to have a special representation memory of 2026 for what's going to unfold right now. Yay. 26 points. Not partner. Standing ovation. What did he do to get it?
They would take shots that were difficult. Got like fourth quarter and overtime in game one. And his teammates and himself believed in himself to continue to make those shots. Look, the way they were playing up on the same matchup as game one, Jared Allen or Evan Mobley had to guard him. They were clogging up the paint, so he was going to be left open for multiple outside shots. So 26 points. But guys, let's call it what it is. It's been a great shooting performance by the Knicks. This is who the Knicks are. They're quick to rotations defensively. They play extremely well. But you're also talking about a Cleveland team that played 16 games in 36 days. Back-to-back games that had a 22-point lead that they lost in game one. Like, it's not just fatigue physically. There's also something called decision fatigue. And I think you're seeing that and how Cleveland is trained. Their team heavily reliant upon execute opportunities. The defense is great. They're not making those shots. When they're not making those shots, they're going to dominate the series, which is why at the beginning, Knicks are fine. This is the game.
Now, what were the adjustments made, and what has been so impressive?
Yeah, they've been a really good second. They're really Mike Brown and Coach have a really good job at kind of seeing what the opponent is and trying things out throughout a game, see what works and what are the counters. Because by the fourth quarter, they'll now know kind of what you're going to do, and then they'll then play the game of chess down the stretch. I thought it was great. Mr. Robinson was in the game. They were going to do the, foul him on purpose stuff. And so they put him in the game with 14 fouls on the Cavs. And they fouled Mr. Robinson to get into the bonus, thinking, okay, now we'll put him on the line. Mike Brown took him out of the game, put his front down, and said, hey, with 7 minutes to go, we now have free throws. Thank you. Like, it's little things like that they have done. And the biggest adjustment, really, it's not an adjustment, is they told Josh Hart, you're open. He was 1 for 5 in game one. They didn't play him down the stretch. He starts out 2 for Steph. Look at him. He doesn't want the ball. Rich is like, take the ball. He doesn't want to shoot. He's wide open. He gives it to Brunson. Brunson now forced. That's a grenade. Players hate that. They went to him and said, stop it. Keep shooting. You're open. No. Watch the next timeout. This is when the run starts to begin for the Knicks. This puts them up 14. He takes a second, sets speed, knocks it down. The crowd goes crazy. Later in this run, how do you get to 18-0? This is out. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, finish. Jalen Brunson said, I'm going to keep throwing you the ball. You're going to make shots. He ended up at that point 5 for 10. Beautiful, super stuff. The 5 for 10. Confidence built. Crowd standing your name. Now all of a sudden, the guy who thought, I can't shoot the ball hurting my team, now was effervescing with confidence. Because his teammates said, we're not getting up.
Who's the quick point that championship teams, like Wendy said earlier, win in a variety of ways. So, first series, it was about the way the offense really unlocked with Carl Gates. Game one, we talked about how to change up the speed of the pitch becomes Jalen Brunson 1v1 basketball. In this game, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart carried a load in the first half, but also
at least it's
Brunson
not as
his
bad as
ability
that
to
time in
pass the
Queens.
ball and
Remember
make
that?
people around him better.
6,000.
I don't know if there's, I know Wendy's impact on the game defensively and offensively is colossal, but in step 4. But I don't know if there's anybody else in the
Maybe
playoffs that's
this
making
isn't
as
so
much
terrible
impact
after all.
on their team
There are always
from a
worse
leadership
cases out
perspective
there.
and on the court.
I guess I'm
than
mostly
Jalen Brunson
frustrated.
right now. It's doing it. And I'm seeing it from somebody who's greater than 6'3", who's really 6'1.5", because Jalen Brunson doesn't think. Yeah.
When the actually starting it though, like you're in the house, I was there last night, you were there now, like it just feels like once we get going, it's happening again. Like,
Yeah, the Cavs hung close in the first half. Their strategy wasn't terrible. By the way, they were leading hard open.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know that, that was a strategy decision. And, you know, the first half, they're down 4. They scored the first 4 points of the second half. The Cavs were like, you know what, things are going good here. We're going to do this one. But the Knicks are relentless. They have a lot of different ways. I mean, you look at this team, they check so many boxes. They have a superstar. They have big men. They have wings that can defend and shoot. They've got guys that come off the bench that can score. Really, it's just a matter of choosing which field works. Right now, the Cavs cannot match them. I do think Cleveland will be more formidable in Cleveland. You know, their bench was 1 of 15 on 3-point shooting last night. They generated plenty of their own movements. They just didn't make. But to beat the Knicks, especially the concept that you now have to beat the Knicks 4 out of 5, is a very, very tall.
They were very technical. Positive versus past 14 points. It's not just another shot.
Zero
Second half, but 0 field goals.
Is that on him or is that on who's running the offense?
I think it's the combination of both. I can't relieve a player from accountability because he's that talented. By the way, the big spot is where they have the only advantage is 2 bigs. It's Jared Allen and it's that
Teresa,
It's
it's me.
where they
Listen,
have their advantage.
I need
There's
your
no way
advice.
if that's on
Remember
Mobley
that
as a young
situation
player
at
in
work
the
I was talking
24,
about?
super talented, very NBA draft.
I
Also on
hit a
coaching
bit
is
of an
prioritized.
obstacle
It
here.
seems to get him the ball.
Buy a gift for my
Instead of
wife
just
after
letting it be a James Harden
Nobody's
down the
discovered
off.
anything, but
Joe, we turn the page to game 3. What are you looking at? What's the thing?
I think what you do is take hold of the ball and act. Crazy is that's not an open 1.5. 2 bets I would make would be on Cleveland, and then their team total is 107.5 points. They bet the over on that as well.
With me here
They
on my
think on
desk.
the road. They showed us that entire postseason when you just hit on it. They're 2-7 straight up, 2-7 against the spread, scoring 104 points per game. At home, they're 6-1, scoring 104 points per game. The bets will come alive. We know the role players play better at home. I'd be betting on Cleveland. I'd be betting there.
Let's make this quick game 3. New York City is alive. Memorial Day weekend. The total income who want to be a part of this run.
How much are flights to Cleveland?
And not that expensive, and it's not that far away. Woody, I know you know that market pretty well. But could see if they Cleveland or those fans roll out and make sure it's not what it was in Philadelphia.
I
Got better than mine.
you know, the fella doesn't go to Cleveland. So I would say also the Cavs are a quality team. They are not as strong as the Knicks. They are not 10-2 in the playoffs. They are 8-8. So they have some flaws to deal with, but they have, as Joe said, been very good at home. And if they hit their 3 points, the Cavs can beat you over the neck. They just didn't hit their 3 points.
They're going to figure out a way to change part of it. I know it's not on, but who's the drop coverage on? And when do you ever see a guard guarding a pick and roll and drop coverage? Like that's what takes
When you're
part of
desperate.
it. Yep.
Literally ready to go. Jump in back to the studio with us, Mr. Wilmot. That's what we needed to win. If it's going to keep the defense of their championship alive, Game 2 represents the open in a throw. Second quarter, here we go, everybody. Monica, how about a post?
Command, you read me. Over.
I'm not exactly sure what happened, but looking there, David was
Roger, command.
flipping off.
Nothing tangible yet. Still looking. Will be out.
That's the for sure. But okay, see, came in to go to the third. We know we can do this. Be a football. Stepping 2 and 3. Get 3 threes on the night. I mean, come on. Watch this. Watch this. Get up out of that real. What are you doing? Never seen anything like that. Whether you're
17 rebounds on the night. First within one. Now it's NBA. No good. That operator Dylan Harper go down, and this is a significant.
Oh, no. Who's that?
Sorry to say this again.
Hello, are you okay? Hello?
So important to what they do, and then FBA Michael really took over and became a teammate. We thought we might see this in game one. We saw it necessarily in game two. That one gives the Thunder an 8-point lead. Next possession, score at FBA. He's dipping and look at Jack taking it strong. Okay, there's an 8-point game off the fourth quarter. And it's a 2-point game, so the Spurs are right there to score another. But the Thunder, you heard it from Monica, they got it from their bench. That's Casey Wallace, they got 57 from their reserve. Yeah.
Where the hell is he?
To the bench.
Gotta find him.
2 minutes to go. It's a 7-point game, watch Wendy. The spin, and he gets it to go. When they had 21 at the 5 game, 1 minute to play. OKC's up 5, they need a dagger, and they go to the MVP. 3 points for SBA. Nathan is right. Chill out.
Was still okay. The guy brought it tonight, knowing what it would have meant to be lost this one. We brought energy for the job. Got the right play. Didn't get discouraged by the runs they made. Obviously, they're a good team. They're going to make runs. We just kept fighting, stuck with it, and we're able to put on W.
All right, we have a lot to say. The wingman is sort of set the table for us this morning with the 3-2 no in game 2.
Number one, major move, mark down, coach, by Isaiah
Listen up.
He's averaging up. Their double teams exceptional. 53 double teams in 2 games. Finding his way through it. They were number 3, and I hate to be this. The injuries are now going to be defining the series going forward. Spurs cannot withstand the injuries to their guard. 27 points allowed off. We could play the podcast highlights for the next 5 minutes, but he has 20 turnovers in 2 games because the Thunder come at you like thieves. They're slapping at you.
How does Oldfather die in the comic? In the show, he confronts the boys in the White House, where Huey and MM lure him away and use the titanium ball gag Ashley left to cause them to self-destruct. But in the comics, Oldfather gathers the other troops to secure the Pentagon and the White House for Homelander's takeover. The military send fighter jets in response, and Oldfather believes they are too small to lock onto, not realizing they develop specialized missiles that lock on to Compound B, leading to an absolute massacre. How does Oldfather die in the comic? In the show, he confronts the boys in the White House.
Yo, what is going on, gentlemen? If you don't know me, I run 2 paid school communities, one called CMU, one called Winners Club, and I thought I'd go over my entire business model from how I make content on YouTube that attracts viewers into sales, specifically for Chilman University, which is my new school that I just dropped, and also the offer side of things. So how I structure the BSL, not necessarily structure, but how I set up the VSL, how I set up the about page, and how basically do I make a product that looks good enough for someone to go, holy shit, this is exactly for me. Now, this is like years of just experience, buying courses, buying mentorships, buying programs, and failing over and over again, all compiled into basically just one video. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how I am currently making $5,000 Canadian plus with the school community at Chilmani University. I started this in March. As you can see here, I started this community in March, and now we are at 137 members. Excuse my voice. Making $3,891 US dollars per month, which is $5,349.99 in Canadian currency. Yes, I am Canadian. There is some pros and cons to Canada, but we're not going to get into that with this video. And funny enough, my conversion rate is actually 1.5%, which is below school standards, but I'm getting sales every single day. And by this rate, I should be able to hit 10K per month with both my school communities, Winners Club and Chilmani University, in the very near future, probably in about like a month or two, very conservatively 2 months. But with that being said, I just want to go through my entire business model, how I run this, and yeah, so it's going to be great. So with the whole Tragically Chill channel, this YouTube channel, you have realized that, or maybe if you've been watching this channel, that I have been making a video every other day, or try to make a video every other day. Sometimes I'll go like 3 days without uploading. Sometimes I'll go 4 days without uploading, but usually I try to go every other day with the upload schedule. And if you notice one thing, the thumbnails look pretty damn similar because I am pretty much just running with what works. So I made this one piece of content here. Sorry, I'm trying to find it here. Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. I made, $207,000+ online as a dumbass Gen Z school plus YouTube. That's a picture of me, by the way. And this video got 16,000 views. So I saw this headline as the winner of my thumbnail style when it comes to this content. So I basically just spam the shit out of this format and content style. The only thing that I do to make things fresh and keep you guys, the audience, not necessarily entertained, but not like overfed with the same information, is I literally just try to figure out how can I talk about something new every single video, or how can I bring a new perspective to the same goal in every single video. So I'm going to talk more about how I came up with this content format, etc. But I do want to say this one thing. With the long-term game of making content, a lot of the times people start making the same video over and over again, and it is a problem that every YouTuber goes through. So if you watch guys like Wylearn, JP Finance, BizPath, these are like my top three like COD commentary, gaming commentary channels at the moment. They say a lot of the same things, which is not a bad thing at all. But one thing that I did notice is that they always try to bring a new perspective into the same things that they're talking about, which is why they haven't fell off. They continue to grow, and they are building basically like an audience that loves their content, aka me. I love these guys' content, and I can see that, and it's actually pretty smart how they're doing it. So that being said, yes, a lot of my exact same, but if it attracts attention, then I'm going to use it. And it wouldn't make sense for me to experiment with different thumbnails and titles because I already found the format that worked for me. How insert action here makes me insert money here as a low IQ Gen Z or a dumbass Gen Z or 24-year-old Gen Z or whatever the case may be. Sometimes I'm a little bit self-inflicting when it comes to the titles, but that's just to get the click. So I'm going to talk about content a lot more here in a second, but I do want to say this. The whole thing about this channel is to help people make a chill $2,000 a month online. That's what my school community, CMU, is. That's why it's at $5K per month, because the content and the school works hand in hand. And there's a few things that I do to attract the certain specific person that I want. And keyword attract the person that I want. Not quote unquote, but in bold letters, want. One thing that a lot of YouTubers don't understand, a lot of new YouTubers, is they don't necessarily know who and how to target. So you might know who to target. Let's say you're in like the fitness space or something and you want to help people get, I don't know, like a better jawline or something like that, or you help people lose weight. Well, people that are trying to lose weight can range from someone that's 20 years old, someone that's 60 years old, right? And you can't just wing it. You can't just make videos of you sitting down in front of a camera and talking about, oh, I'm going to help you lose weight. Like, you need to specify the person that you're trying to attract. And this is exactly what I'm doing with this channel. And there's a reason why I picked the commentary niche. There's also a reason why I play Halo 2, 3, and COD Zombies. I haven't played COD Zombies in a while, but there's a reason why I use this as the full footage of this channel, and not like a video of my face and like a video of me like on a whiteboard, which I have done sometimes, but I prefer the commentary space. The person that I'm trying to attract is anyone from 18 to 30 and up, specifically attracting dudes. And I'm specifically attracting dudes that have this nostalgia towards the old video games like Halo 2, like Halo 3, like COD Zombies, because I've played all of these games and I want to attract people that are similar to me, as well to add on that this format is very much popping off at the moment. And I saw that back in like February, I capitalized on it, and my oldest video, I make, $6,598.26 per month online as a 23-year-old dumbass. I am now 24 years old, and this video was 4 months ago. So everything on this channel is for a purpose, and I'm specifically attracting that type of individual. And it's funny because the people that join CMU are pretty much on the same wavelength as me, and you will see that in this video right here. It's like a little testimonial voice snippet thing that I added, which is very, very valuable and has gained me a few pretty solid sales. Actually like 5 now, and I just uploaded this yesterday, but we'll talk about that in a second. But basically what I'm trying to say is that I make content specifically for people like me. I use the commentary format because it attracts the people that are like me, and it's also very easy to make, and it's very easy for me to go off the dome and make these kinds of videos because I have a lot of practice with YouTube. If you don't know me from my past channels, I will show you this. I run a channel called Cool Indie Games that has currently made me, I think, $867 this month. And in the past 90 days, I made $2,100 in ad revenue. In the past 365 days, I made about 4 fucking rackazoids off this random ass channel that I don't even upload on anymore. My last upload was like 50 days ago. But this video has been popping off, and I've been in the YouTube growth space for a very long time. So I've been making a fuck ton of videos, and I just have a lot of practice. So it's really easy for me to just go off the dome with these kinds of videos and kind of explain myself. Now, also, if you don't know my other channel, Money Maxing, this is my YouTube growth channel with 23,000 subscribers, gained over 1 million plus views on this channel. 1.3 million to be exact. I made $2,600 in ad revenue, but I've made over 6 figures in product sales and school sales when it comes to the business side of things, which is Winners Club right here, which we have 313 members, and yeah, it's paid. So anyways, I don't want to talk about Winners Club that much, but I just want to show you guys that I pretty much know my shit when it comes to YouTube. And I want to preface this by saying, don't feel bad if your first 20 videos get 0 views. You are in this phase where you're going to try everything. You're going to think your videos are good, and then you're going to upload it and you're going to wonder why you have like 30 impressions and 2 views and 0 comments and 0 likes. Literally all you need to do is just keep uploading more and just be like, and I hate this word, but just be like autistically observant when it comes to every single one of your videos, and just make them a bit better each time. And this in itself took me pretty much very, very, very far when it comes to like the online business space, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's a skill that I've learned over time, and it doesn't come in like 2 days, 3 days, right? Like this takes lots of time. But if you're really serious about this online business thing, the best thing that you can do for yourself is learn how to attract attention online. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be Instagram. It could be TikTok. I know a freaking juggling guy that makes like 10, 20K per month selling juggling products, and his main traffic source is TikTok. It's actually wild to just like conceive all of the possibilities when it comes to online entrepreneurship and selling value in exchange for money. But that's basically my whole content strategy. I just make content talking about things that I've learned in business every other day, and I upload consistently. Sometimes videos get 600 views like you see here 4 days ago. Sometimes videos get 2.4 thousand views that you see 2 days ago. Sometimes videos get 13,000 views, which I uploaded 2 weeks ago. It really just depends on a lot of things, on the topic, the thumbnail, the headline, the title, even like the commentary screenshot, the gameplay screenshot, and specifically also the video. These two videos right here, 16K, 13K, these are pretty much my best videos that I've ever made like on this channel. Like this video right here, no ego shit, but I listened to this back to myself, and like I was actually like really entertained the whole way through, and just for some reason I made this video and it was a banger. And really it just depends on topics, thumbnails, titles, and even the little thing like the screenshot of the gameplay in the background that gets me a shitload of views. So when it comes to content, this is all I do. That's it. I don't plan my videos. I don't script my videos anymore. I used to script them like way back here, stuff like that. I don't think about the videos. I just think about one thing that I want to talk about, and I talk about it. And I actually use Discord, I use a private Discord server where, and I'll show you here in a second. Let me just pause this real quick. So I have a private Discord server where it's literally just me inside the Discord server, and I have a button on my phone where it just takes me straight to Discord. And whenever I have a random idea pop up in my head, I just record a voice note, and you can see that I have like 3-minute long voice notes, 4-minute long voice notes, etc., and I just talk about something that like popped in my head. And these ideas come to me when I'm like going for a walk, or I'm like cleaning my place, or just like doing whatever. And this is how I just capture ideas. I don't do anything fancy. I don't use AI, and it all comes straight off the dome. And you can do this too. It just takes a little bit of work. It takes time. It takes practice. Like you're not going to make videos that get tens of thousands of views if you just started like last week. It takes time, but that is just my whole content structure. So diving into the description of the video, whether or not I want to talk about this because I think it's really important. I do a few things that I find really helpful when it comes to making sales on CMU, Chilman University, and it's a few things. Number one, I never promote. So obviously, like I'm talking about CMU in this video, but not in a way of like, oh, I want you to join this. Like, you know, join this now. If you're a guy looking to make X, Y, Z, if you want to make $2,000 a month and chill revenue with school and YouTube, join this. I'm not saying that. What I'm doing is I'm just showing you what works for me. And it's kind of like a flywheel where I talk about CMU and I show you guys what works and what doesn't work. And for some reason, it just converts into sales because people see CMU in an indirect way where I'm not actually promoting this. So technically I am promoting this, but at the same time, I have no choice because this is a successful school community that I have grown alongside Winners Club that I have to talk about because it's got some really valuable insights. But that being said, I never like promote. And the most promotion that I'll ever do is making like videos like this where I'm going over my business model. And also I will take like screenshots of wins inside the school community. Like for example, this right here, Drew, my guy Drew, if I can shout out to him, he's actually a super smart guy, but he recently got his first 2 $97 sales in his school community. So I screenshotted this, I posted it on the community post, and I just said, Drew's the GOAT, like new video probably tomorrow, by the way. Like I'm not sending a link to anyone, I'm not asking people to join, I'm not telling people to join, I'm just simply showing a win that I've helped someone get. And then obviously here, another sale, and I just said another one, right? And then here, I'll talk about like my things that I do outside of school and business, etc., and YouTube. I am a professional boxer, so I'll take a screenshot of one of my last boxing matches. This was 2 weeks ago, and I just like to say a little something that was on my mind. And 50 likes. People like seeing this kind of stuff. And yeah, like basically you see what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not necessarily promoting anything. I'm just making sure I'm trying to at least give value on this channel. And these videos are like 18 minutes long, 20 minutes long, 19 minutes long. And it's just me like going off the cuff, talking about said things. That has helped me make money. And in turn, people click the link in the description below and join CMU. So one thing I want to talk about, speaking about descriptions, is the description itself, because this is where a lot of people mess up. Now, a lot of people put like hashtags in their descriptions. They put tags in their descriptions. They get AI to write them a freaking, one paragraph thing on like what the video is to, slickly put some keywords in the description to help the YouTube video like get pushed out more. What I will say this is, I'm going to debunk this for you. YouTube doesn't care about keywords, etc. in your description and the tags, the hashtags, etc., etc. At least in my opinion, personally, because YouTube's AI, if I'm correct on this, I might be wrong on this, is run now by Gemini. And basically what that means is in the transcription of your video, so you can go here, what the fuck is it? Here, show transcript. You have a video transcript for every video that you make, and it basically just like puts the words, what you say, in here. And I believe that an AI reads the transcript and makes a judgment on who would like this video based on the words that you say. Even here, you can literally ask questions about this video and you can summarize, and then the AI is just going to go, in this video, creator Tragically Chill shares his personal philosophy on whether buying online courses is a scam, drawing from his experience. So YouTube's algorithm will like take keywords like that and already put your video in front of people that would most likely click that video, because YouTube makes money off ad placements. So I don't put keywords, I don't put tags in my videos. I don't fucking write a long ass description of what the video is about. I just write this one little sentence. I'm like, oh, one decision can change your life. Like, that's it. Super, ambiguous, very, very broad, but I just think it's cool, so I add it there. Now, the second link in my description is Make Money with YouTube, which is a link directly to Chill Money University, and this is for every one of my videos. It's right at the top. Now, my second link is just join my Discord updates, and this is my email list, quote unquote. Now, the reason why I opted out of an email list actually and like used an email list software is because, one, I don't want to care about like spam keywords, and I don't want to worry about going into the promotions tab in someone's inbox or even into the spam folder, which is something that you have to deal with when doing email marketing. I think it's kind of like ass, in my opinion. Someone might have a completely different opinion, but that's all right. But for me personally, I just run a free Discord, and there's like a little chat here. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of this chat and just having like announcements. But all of the Discord is just announcements, wins, and links directly to CMU. I'll post some wins here, and then I'll just make announcements whenever I make a new video, and I just like at everyone, and bang, that's it. That's my email list. That's my free email list. No lead magnet, no nothing. It's just updates. Now, here is something I'm experimenting with. It's just basically a one-on-one coaching call with me if you want to book a one-off one. So I got 60 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't really want to talk about this too much, but it's there if people want, because sometimes people just might want like consulting on a one-off time, and these times that are scheduled for me work for me. So that's all I do when it comes to content aspect of things. And I just fucking not spam, but I just like push content out videos every other day. And if I don't feel motivated to make a video, I'm not going to force myself to make a video, because shitty videos equals bad viewer experience, and bad viewer experience equals little to no sales and little to no views and just everything bad. So that's what I do with my channel. So now I want to talk about more of the CMU side and the about page, just talk about a few things that I do that have worked for me. And I get around like 1 to 3 sales every day, and rarely get a day where I get no sales. So I'm always getting a sale, which is really cool to see. And this and a lot of the things that I'm going to talk to you about are basically things that I've learned throughout just like years of buying one-on-one coaching courses and books even. There's one book in particular that I read called The One Slide Offer, which is an amazing book that was recently published, I believe in 2024, that I genuinely hope that you take inspiration from and read, because it is very, very valuable and it taught me a lot. So this right here is the VSL. Watch this if you like. I mean, like, it's just so stupid, but it works and it gets people to watch the VSL. It's 3 minutes long. Just explain what Show Money University is and explain what's inside, like the juicy micro bonuses that we're going to talk about in a second. I talk about the daily one-on-one coaching, the free one-on-one coaching call you get, all these little things that make up CMU. It's very short and direct, straight to the point. And guess what? It's not a super edited video. It's literally, you guessed it, Halo gameplay. Now, this was COD Zombies gameplay before for the longest time, but then I realized that I mainly play Halo now, so it doesn't make sense for me to have COD Zombies in the VSL when there's Halo on the YouTube channel. You want to make things as similar as possible when it comes to your YouTube channel and when it comes to your school, so people don't get confused, because trust me, confusion is really, really easy to create when it comes to selling products online. So that's the VSL. Now, the second thing that I've experimented with since yesterday, actually, and I think this is really, really important for you all to understand. This is especially for the guys that have testimonials. If you don't have testimonials, just ignore this or watch this for the future. But I have a lot of wins inside CMU. Like, we have a ton of wins. And what I've thought about was, what if I had a video of just voice notes of people inside CMU with their actual voice and just talk about their experience inside CMU. So I hit up a lot of the guys and I was just like, yo, I've seen you like get to public success with CMU. I just want to ask, like, would you mind making a voice note so I could use for my school? I'll slide you some bread for your time. So I PayPal'd everyone $10, and that was it. Now we have 9 minutes of fucking like little 30-second voice testimonials of people explaining their experience inside CMU. And it's super cool to hear directly from the horse's mouth, so to say. And I just slapped this thumbnail here, what our members are saying. Arrow, arrow, right to the play button. And then here, little screenshot of some of the testimonials. Second student, and this, I love this, and I use this very specifically. Just listen to advice Tragically Chill gives you, and the money will flow. That's exactly what people want. People want money to be flowing into their bank accounts, and that's exactly why this image is the way it is, and that's why I use this screenshot in specific. As you can see, everything is very, very specific when it comes to CMU, and when it comes to like my whole business model. And I believe, in my opinion, that every business model should be very, very specific and deliberate with everything that they do. Even the headline here, Make Chill Money Online with School and YouTube, is very, very deliberate, because chill is like the vibe that I'm going for. My name is literally Tragically Chill. So Make Chill Money Online with School and YouTube, Chill Money University, like kind of a dumb name, but no, I'm gonna take that back. Sorry. But again, very, very simple. You understand what this is about. $2,000 MRR. If you know what school is, you know this MRR thing right here, and you instantly know like what this is about. And deliberacy, is that a word, deliberacy? Let me know in the comments below. But being deliberate is very important when it comes to just making money online. So now the second image, or the third image, the first image actually. The first image is just results. So I got a bunch of sales here, and just results inside CMU and Winners Club. And here I got juicy bonuses. So these are like micro bonuses that solve very small but specific pains. And I actually do have to update the VSL templates, because we just dropped VSL templates 2.0, which is just a shit ton of more VSL templates that you can just copy and paste and plug in for your own VSL. And just like the guys like, BRB recording a new VSL with us tonight, so super sick to see. But basically, the reason why I have this here is because people join schools for very specific reasons. So most of the time when people join the school, when I ask them like, why did you join? Or like, what made you want to join? A lot of them say like the one-on-one coaching, etc. But also, to add on to that, a lot of people were like, yo, I saw you had VSL templates and I struggle with VSLs, so I joined for that. Yo, I saw you had killer content templates, so I joined for that. And that's a huge thing that a lot of people are missing. And if you're not making your first sale on school yet, it could very well just be that you're not solving very small but specific and very painful problems that your audience has. So, for example, let's bring up the fitness and weight loss thing. if you just say like, oh, I'm going to help you lose 20 pounds in, 2 months for your money back, or like whatever the case may be, well, there's like a million different things that go with that. Like, what's the diet looking like? What's the exercise schedule looking like? What do you do when you start feeling hungry? And like, you can make very small micro bonuses based on those things, and you just do the math. Like, you put two and two together, and if you like have 6 banger, how would I say it, micro bonuses, man, like your thing just instantly looks better and more, how would I say it, like juicy, and people start feeling hungry. Like, you can make very small micro.
When people are dead. Perfect. Oh, so they were trying to have me react to a video. I think it was you and people. You got the conversation we had with Chuck. Or about Chuck the Builder. I think the conversation went a little bit elsewhere, but it was for me, I thought it was I'm usually the person that is never, I'm not like Tariq Nasheed. It's like, yo, and I think that's another place where Sneeko did a mistake. I think he approached it like I was going to come with the black victimhood thing. I was like, no, I'm not defending none of those. What I'm defending here is that we have a certain individual, right? Whether I don't know how you kind of grade racial relations within, among races at this point. I think they're better than a couple years ago.
If you feel like it, you can.
And this guy is going out of his way, and he's using something that would seem legal, but it's not. He's saying it's my freedom of speech to be using slurs to offend you, piss you off, get you to a point that you could possibly, someone provoke you, possibly attack me. And if you do it, I got the gun on my hip, I'm gonna put your brains on the table. And so Sneeko hopped on it. His opinion was this, and I guess you could chime in after that. But this was the brunt of the debate. He said, well, here's the thing. It's like, I don't necessarily agree with what Chuck the Builder does. However, I do think that, the black community or any community that allows a word to have that power, they should almost nerf the word. Just like, repurpose it, or when people use it, just don't take offense. And my point to him was, that's just not, like, if we go back in the history of all etymology, like, that's just not how words are used and repurposed and put into place. If I say certain words to you about whether your religion or your mom or anything that's sacred to you, and also the thing with Chuck, when disrespect is intended, even if it wasn't that word, you would have found the word to put the disrespect in. So it's hard to avoid when someone is speaking disrespect. I said earlier, and I'll throw you at this. I said, because I think a small part of like tirade, and you said, well, if there is a little bit of black fatigue, and I said, here's the thing. When I look at like white people, I do think white people are kind of tired of